Let me ask you something. How does a man go from sleeping on the streets to building a $10 million empire, while another wins $5 million in the lottery, only to lose everything in a year? Same world, same opportunities. So what made the difference? Most people think it's luck, circumstances, the economy. They're wrong. Because here's the truth. You are not reacting to life. Life is reacting to you right now. Think about it. How many times have you switched jobs, moved to a new city, or started a new relationship, only to find yourself facing the exact same problems? That's the mirror principle in action. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why your reality keeps reflecting the same patterns, and more importantly, how to break free. Because once you master this, you can reshape your identity, rewire your world, and create the life you actually want. But first, let me show you the real reason people stay stuck. Let me break this down for you. Your reality is a mirror. Right now, your external life, the people you meet, the opportunities you get or don't get, the struggles, the successes, it's all reflecting what's happening inside you. Ever notice how some people seem to attract problem after problem? Like, no matter where they go, it's always bad bosses, toxic relationships, financial struggles. And then there are others who always land on their feet. They find opportunities in places you wouldn't even think to look. Same world, different experience. Why? Because your mind is filtering reality. If struggle is wired into you, you'll see struggle everywhere. If opportunity is wired into you, you'll start spotting it everywhere. Let me show you exactly how this works. Imagine two people walk into the same room. One looks around and thinks, "Ugh, this place is boring. No interesting people, nothing exciting. Waste of time." The other, same room, same people, but their mind works differently. They see possibilities. They notice the one person in the corner who could be a game-changing connection. They strike up a conversation that leads to an opportunity. The environment didn't change. The reflection did. So here's the real question. What reflection are you choosing every day? Because, and here's the part most people miss, you're making that choice without even realizing it. And that's exactly why so many people stay stuck. Let's break it down. All right, let's get real for a second. If your reality is just a mirror, then why is it so damn hard to change? Why do people get stuck in the same cycles, bad relationships, money problems, self-doubt, no matter what they do? It's because they're caught in the unconscious reflection loop. Here's how it works. 1. You observe reality. You see struggle, failure, rejection. 2. You form an identity around it. This always happens to me. I guess this is just my life. 3. Reality reflects that belief right back. You unknowingly repeat the same patterns, reinforcing your original belief. And the cycle continues. It's like a rigged game, and you don't even realize you're playing. Let me put it another way. Imagine looking into a mirror and seeing dirt on your face. But instead of washing your face, you just keep scrubbing the mirror, over and over, frustrated, exhausted, wondering why nothing's changing. That's what most people do. They try to fix their life externally, new job, new relationship, new city, without ever fixing the internal image that's running the show. But here's the truth. You don't change your life by changing your surroundings. You change it by changing yourself. And once you do that, the mirror has no choice but to reflect something new. But most people never figure this out because they're too busy trying to change the mirror instead of themselves. Let me show you how to break that trap. Alright, here's where things get real. Your self-image, the way you see yourself, is shaping your entire reality. Think about it. If deep down, you believe I'm not good enough, guess what happens? You hesitate. You second guess. You pull back from opportunities. And then, life reflects that hesitation back at you. But if you believe, I always figure things out, you show up with confidence. You take action. And reality starts shifting in your favor. Your brain is wired to confirm what you already believe. That's why two people can look at the exact same situation. One sees failure. The other sees an opportunity. One shrinks. The other takes a risk. And here's the punchline. People say, I'll believe it when I see it. But the truth is, you'll see it when you believe it. That's the mirror principle in action. But knowing this isn't enough, you have to rewire how you see yourself. Let's do something right now. Close your eyes for 10 seconds. Picture yourself as that confident future you. How do you walk? How do you talk? How do people respond to you? Feel it. Don't just imagine. Step into it. Even for a few seconds. Because here's the secret. Your brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. The more you practice this, the more your mind starts aligning with the version of you that already exists on the other side of the mirror. But this is just the first step. Because there's one big mistake people make when trying to change, and it's the reason they quit too soon. Let's fix that before it traps you too. Let me tell you a quick story. A while back, I set this huge goal for myself. I went all in, showed up every day, put in the work, and after 3 weeks, nothing, no results. I got frustrated, quit. And here's the crazy part. A month later, I saw someone else hit the exact same goal I gave up on. Same effort, same strategy. The only difference? They held the image long enough for reality to catch up. And that's the problem. Most people quit not because change isn't happening, but because they don't see it happening fast enough. But think about it. When you look in a mirror and move your hand, there's a tiny delay before the reflection catches up. Reality works the same way. Your external world takes time to adjust to your new internal state. But what do most people do? They look at the mirror too soon, don't see a change and say, see, this doesn't work. So they stop, and the mirror just reflects back exactly what they believed in that moment, doubt. Here's the truth. Reality is always lagging behind your mindset. So if you hold the new belief long enough, reality has no choice but to reflect it back. But most people never hold it long enough to see the shift. Let me ask you something. How many times have you given up on something too soon, only to realize later that you were closer than you thought? Think about that for a second, because what I'm about to show you next is the single most powerful shift you can make to fast-track the mirror effect. Alright, so by now, you know reality mirrors your internal world. But here's the biggest misconception people have. The mirror doesn't reflect emotions. It reflects focus. Let me explain. If every day you're thinking, I don't have enough money, reality won't just give you lack of money. It'll give you situations that reinforce that belief. Maybe your car breaks down. Maybe you get hit with an unexpected bill. Maybe an opportunity comes your way, but you don't even see it because your mind isn't tuned in. Same with relationships. If deep down you believe, people always leave me, guess what? Your brain will unconsciously look for proof to confirm that belief. That's how the mirror works. Not by responding to what you want, but by reinforcing what you expect. So how do you break the cycle? It starts with intentional focus. Try this for 24 hours. If it doesn't shift your day, I'll eat my words. Step 1. Write down 3 wins every single morning. Not huge wins, just 3 things going right. Step 2. Every time a negative thought comes up, flip it. Instead of I'm broke, say, I'm learning how to attract more wealth. Instead of I always fail. Say, I'm figuring out what works. Step 3. At the end of the day, look for evidence. Notice how even small shifts in focus start changing how reality reacts. And here's the thing, do this for just one day, and you'll start to see how powerful this is. But there's still one last piece to completely mastering this principle. The ultimate shift that will permanently break the cycle and lock in your new reality. Let's get into that now. So here's the final piece, the shift that changes everything. By now, you understand your external world mirrors your internal world. But if you really want to master this, you need to do something most people never do. You have to reverse the reflection process. Here's how it works. Step 1. Start with the new image of yourself. See yourself as already successful, already confident, already abundant. Step 2. Ignore the current reflection. Your external reality will not change instantly. This is where most people quit. They check their bank account, they check their follower count, they check their progress, and when it doesn't match their new self-image immediately, they lose faith. That's the test. Can you hold the vision even when reality isn't giving you proof yet? Step 3. Hold the belief until reality shifts. This is where 99% fail, and where the 1% create real change. Most people think they're trapped in their circumstances. The truth? They're trapped in their perception of themselves. And the elite level secret? Elite creators don't just act as if. They feel it in their bones, even when the world says no. That's what I did. Let me tell you a quick story. When I started this channel, I had 0 subscribers, 0 views, no audience. And honestly, I didn't even know if I could get 100 people to subscribe. But I made a decision. I wasn't going to wait for the subscribers to show up before I saw myself as a creator. I started making videos as if I already had 100 people watching. Every script, every edit, I poured my energy into it like 100 people were already there, hanging on to every word. And guess what? Slowly, one person subscribed, then another, and another. And today, there are 100 of you here right now listening to my voice. I didn't wait for the reflection to change first. I changed first. And the mirror, it had no choice but to catch up. That's the power of this principle. Now, imagine what happens when you apply this to your own life. The next move is yours. This is where the transformation begins. So, what are you going to reflect back? Your external world is just a reflection. Change the source, and the reflection must change. Think about that. Everything you see around you, your successes, your struggles, your opportunities, it's all coming from you. Change inside, and outside has no choice but to follow. Now, here's the real challenge. What's one internal shift you're making starting today? Drop it in the comments. I want to hear it. And if this hit home for you, smash that like button, subscribe for more, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because the second you truly understand this principle, your life will never be the same. See you in the next one.